So many people know Kevin Powell from his time as part of the original cast of The Real World, but he's also made a name for himself in journalism, writing about politics and race and music, interviewing some of the most pivotal artists and personalities of our time. His new book is called The Kevin Powell Reader: Essential Writings and Conversations, and it comes just in time for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. It's a real pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks for being here.
Such a fan because you're such a chronicler of the times that we've been living in over the past several decades.
I feel very blessed. I used to have hair, as I just saw.
Right with you, Kevin. Right with you.
Look at you two. Both look good no matter what.
I've joked that I feel like the Forrest Gump of pop culture in America because I literally have, from The Real World, MTV, to, you know, writing like Kendrick Lamar, Stacey Abrams, Kerry Washington, a bunch of people. So I'm just honored to be here. I'm glad to be back in Chicago, you know, after COVID, because I haven't been here in a few years, so it's good to be back.
We're happy to see you here.
When did you, I mean, was there a point at which you went from being a fan of pop culture to the chronicler of it? Sort of the, you know, keeper of the official register of what's been going on?
I'll confess. It started when John Travolta was in Saturday Night Fever in Greece. I just worshipped him as a kid, and I followed everything he did through the disco era, through the birth of hip hop, the explosion of the 1980s, and you know, I didn't realize what I was doing. I was one of those kids who watched the Oscars every year, the Grammys every year, and little did I know I'd be writing about it. It kind of happened. I wanted to be an investigative news journalist. I wanted to be like Woodward and Bernstein from the Washington Post. I wanted to find my Watergate and expose that. But I was literally there at the beginning of the 90s, and Quincy Jones started Vibe magazine. I know Quincy had lived in Chicago at a certain point, and the rest is history. And Vibe was a blessing because it was a rapper no one knew at the time named Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
I ended up doing 3 cover stories on, and we know what Tupac became like hip hop's Elvis, basically. So.
And you guys connected through Real World, right?
He was it's crazy. I was a fan of his because I saw him in his first movie, Juice.
Yeah.
And we met in Atlanta, and Tupac saw me. He said, I'm a fan of yours. So that's how that's how it started. So he trusted me as a journalist because he saw me on MTV. That's how it happened.
I want to ask you about the Grammys with the 50th anniversary of hip hop and that celebration of hip hop, which was so neat for so many people to see the evolution of hip hop and all these different groups that originated this genre of music. What did you think about it? And was there anybody that you wish you had seen out there? I know there's just so many people, but is there anybody that you really wish you had seen on that stage?
Oh my gosh, I was happy that it happened because, you know, just like people forget that it was a time when people didn't like rock and roll, they didn't like jazz music. Right. And so we need to understand, you know, hip hop is what, you know, what Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, the Beatles, Elvis, Chuck Berry, all those folks gave to rock and roll. Hip hop has touched so many lives. I mean, if you use terms like "diss" or "I'm good," that's out of hip hop. You know what I mean? It's in fashion. It's literally everywhere. You know, and certainly just like other art forms, there's been problems because we have to talk about the gender issue, sexism, of course. We got to talk about, you know, what happened to Megan Thee Stallion. You know, which I'm glad she got justice for that case. You know, being shot because there's no justification for that. But the fact that it's here, and Chicago actually has a connection to hip hop. Dr. King, when he was living here for a little period in the 1960s, he was talking about economic justice and poverty. It was the same working class people who created hip hop in New York City. And so I always tell people there's an overlap between the civil rights movement and the hip hop creation of hip hop. And so it's just, you know, common. Chicago, Grammy winner, Oscar winner, you know, Cardi B selling millions of records. You know, Pac, literally, I'm working on, my next book is about Tupac Shakur biography. I mean, literally, he is a multi-generational, multicultural star. And so when you think about the Grammys, I actually think about the people who are not here.
Yeah.
You know, I wish some of them were here because people are actually, you know, like when I was a kid, when John Lennon died, when Marvin Gaye died, you're like, wow, these people are young. Now you realize, okay, this is what my mother felt when folks died. And so I just think, it was a lot of emotions, but 50 years is incredible. I never would have thought it'd be 50 years, you know.
Is it possible for you to pick who are the 3 most influential hip-hop artists? Tupac obviously has
Definitely
to be.
Tupac Shakur. My gosh, after that, I'm going to get in trouble.
And who's your favorite child also?
I'm going to say Tupac and Tupac and Tupac for so many reasons.
You heard it here. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us. Kevin is actually going to be at Trinity United Church of Christ tonight for a sit-down conversation about his life and career with Reverend Otis Moss III. That is going on at 7 o'clock. You can find all those details at trinitychicago.org. Kevin Powell, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Kevin.